Welcome back to Three Koi Fishes, and this is part 2 of our deep dive into helping your baby learn to sit. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, we recommend watching that first, because we covered the why, the when, the crucial developmental prerequisites, and why we need to be careful with restrictive baby devices. Please see the link in the description below. Now, we're getting to the exciting part. The 5 hands-on activities you can start doing today. Sophie, Jocelyn, are you ready to dive into these actionable steps?
Absolutely. These are the practical tips that make all the difference.
Yes, I'm ready to learn how to make him sit on his own.
All right, let's get into our first key activity, supported lap sitting with gradual release. We touched on this in part 1. You're already holding your baby on your lap, right?
All the time, he loves sitting on my lap.
Perfect. So, when you're doing that, start by providing support around their rib cage. This gives them a lot of stability. As you notice them getting stronger and holding their head better, gradually lower your hands down their torso, then just to their hips. The goal is to make them do more of the work.
And here's a fantastic little trick recommended by pediatric therapists. Once you're only supporting at the hips, try very gently and slowly tilting their body slightly to the side.
Wait, really? What does that do?
You'll see their little side muscles kick in. They'll instinctively try to activate those muscles to pull themselves back to the middle. It's like a mini, super effective core workout that builds the balance needed for independent sitting. Just a gentle tilt, not a push.
That's a great tip. All right, Sophie, what's our second powerful activity?
Our second activity is sitting between your legs. This is another one that gives them a sense of security while pushing their independence. You sit on the floor, legs out straight, and place your baby right there, nestled securely between your thighs.
Oh, I do this. He loves facing me.
Perfect. So, just like with lap sitting, if they're younger, around 4 months, you might start with rib cage support. Then, as they strengthen, lower your hands to their hips. Eventually, you can remove your hands completely. Your thighs act as a built-in side support, so if they lean or wobble, they can brace themselves or even push off your leg to regain balance.
And the really clever part is, as they gain strength and confidence, you can gradually move your legs further apart. This increases the challenge, forcing them to make more precise adjustments and work those balance muscles even harder. It's like their own custom-fit gym.
Our third activity is using nursing pillows or cushions. Once your baby is getting comfortable sitting between your legs, you can transition them to sitting on the floor surrounded by a nursing pillow, a boppy, or just some soft, rolled-up blankets or cushions.
So, like a little protective nest?
Exactly. You place them snugly in the curve of the pillow. This provides great side support, so if they do start to fall, it's a soft landing. But the magic is, it also encourages them to use their arms to prop themselves up on the cushioning as they lean, helping them pull back up to the middle. It builds confidence because they have that safety net.
It's such a smart way to let them practice those crucial balance reactions without constant frustration or bumps.
Okay, for our fourth activity, we're focusing on propping on a toy or their hands. This is all about teaching them to use their own upper body strength for stability.
So, like using their arms as a kickstand?
Pretty much. You can place a sturdy toy, maybe a wipe dispenser, a block, or even a board book, directly between their legs. Then, gently help them position their hands on top of the toy so they can prop themselves up. This really helps them find that forward balance point.
And if you don't have a specific toy, you can simply guide their hands to the floor directly in front of them so they can prop themselves up there. Just remember, especially when they're first trying this, to have those pillows or cushions around them for cushioning in case of a tumble. All right, Sophie, our fifth activity is incredibly important, and it's one that parents often get wrong unintentionally. It's all about practicing transitions, lying to sitting and vice versa.
This is a critical point. Please, parents, never pull your baby up from lying into sitting by holding onto their arms. It puts unnecessary strain on their shoulders and doesn't teach them how to use their own core muscles.
Oh, I've totally done that when I'm in a hurry. What should I be doing?
Instead of pulling, show them and assist with the natural movement of transitioning. Guide their roll from side lying into sitting, or help them push up from their side. Do this every time you bring them up into sitting and when you help them move out of sitting.
This isn't just about good form, right? Is it also about ensuring they don't get stuck?
Exactly. If they only know how to be pulled into sitting, they won't know how to get out of it independently. This can actually delay future milestones like crawling because they're literally stuck in one position. By teaching them the full transition, you're building their independence and, of course, strength.
These 5 activities are truly powerful. But Sophie, let's talk about how to make sure parents are doing them effectively and without burning out themselves or their baby.
Great point. First, short bursts of practice. Sitting is really hard work for babies. They get tired quickly. So, do it for just a few minutes, several times during each wake period. Then, switch back to tummy time or lying on their back. It's about consistency, not long, exhausting sessions.
That's a relief and good to know.
And second, motivation with toys or yourself is key. Babies are motivated by what's fun. Use their favorite toys or your smiling face and silly sounds to keep them engaged. Place toys slightly above eye level sometimes. It encourages them to look up and straighten their back, which is great for core engagement.
And let's not forget the crucial foundational activities we talked about in part 1, tummy time and back play. Sophie, why are these still so vital even when we're focusing on sitting?
Because they build the underlying muscle strength and control for everything. Tummy time strengthens their back and neck muscles and builds shoulder stability, all crucial for staying upright. And when they're on their back, kicking and reaching, they're activating their core, chest, and shoulder muscles. Sitting requires coordinating all these front and back muscles, so consistent floor time is essential. And finally, another really helpful technique: encourage reaching and rotational play in sitting. Once your baby can sit with some support or even independently prop, actively encourage them to reach for toys to the sides and even slightly behind them.
So, how does that help?
It forces them to shift their weight, engage those core muscles, and develop what we call protective balance reactions. They learn how to catch themselves, how to twist their body, and how to recover if they start to wobble. This is key for truly independent and functional sitting, so they can play and explore their world without toppling over.
Those tiny shifts and reaches are monumental steps, aren't they? It's amazing how much coordination goes into something we take for granted. So, we've covered a ton of amazing tips. But as always, we want to empower you with information about when to seek professional advice. Sophie, what are some general guidelines for when parents should chat with their pediatrician about sitting milestones?
It's always best to follow your gut and talk to your doctor if you have any concerns. But generally, experts like Dr. Dawn Rosenberg suggest talking to your baby's doctor if your baby 1. Can't hold their head up steadily by the time they're about 4 months old. 2. Can't sit with help by 6 months old. 3. Can't sit unsupported by 9 months old. Remember, there's a wide range, and premature babies might hit milestones later, but it's always good to check.
That is great to know. Let's say once my baby is sitting well, what's next?
Sitting is truly the key to everything else: crawling, standing, walking. Once they can sit well, they'll often start to figure out how to lunge forward from a sitting position onto their hands and knees. Many babies get the hang of crawling as early as 6 or 7 months, and master it by 10 months. Some babies might even skip crawling and go straight to pulling up and walking.
And with all that newfound mobility, a crucial reminder, baby-proofing your home is essential. Get down on their level, cover outlets, secure cords, install gates on stairs. We will have a future video on this specific and important topic. Sophie, Jocelyn, thank you both for this incredibly helpful and engaging discussion. This information is going to empower so many parents. And thank you all for watching both Part 1 and Part 2 of this deep dive. Remember, every baby develops at their own pace, but these activities give you fantastic tools to support them. If you loved this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to 3 Koi Fishes for more practical parenting tips and tricks every week, and share this with every new parent you know. We'll see you next time.